Gentlemen, brothers, men. All right, we in this thing. Another video, another week. It's gonna be a little bit different. Top of the dome for you. Run with it. Hopefully the battery don't die. So the title of the video, men need to be safe and dangerous. This one's gonna be creative. This is gonna be different. Hombre Lobo, yo, what up, fam? Drop the comments down below. You got questions, I got answers. Thanks for tuning in, fellas. As always, filling you in with the need to know. Let's take a step back. I am masculinity architect, Dwayne Langham. Dropping you these gems as big bro, telling you about sex, dating, and relationships inside the filter of divine, masculine, and feminine energy. Why? Because nobody told us. I think that's bullshit. I'm over here doing God's work every week. I got you, fellas. So with that, this one is going to be a little different. Typical scripts, prompts, all of that. It's just top of the head. If you like that style, drop the comments down below. I'll make sure to have a couple more in that way. I'm looking for the best way to get the content delivered. You check us out over TikTok. 3 times a day, dropping knowledge. But that's clips of these lives, which you're tuning in for right now. And of course, get it re-uploaded for the replay. But what are we talking about, guys? Men need to be safe and dangerous. The hell does that mean, and how the fuck do you do that? So I don't want to make it confusing, but I want to make it easier to understand. Right off the bat, what you have to understand is we are dealing with not only just women, what it takes to get women, what they like, but also who you need to be for yourself. And the caveat, umbrella over all that, is how you need to be as a man, mature, grounded, masculine, MGM status, navigating out in the world, this modern time, and if you're where I am, Western culture. You need to be safe, but dangerous. I say again, how do you do that? So, we'll start with the easy part, because I think that's what mainly gets confused for a lot. Safe. I'm not talking about the nice guy safe. I'm not talking about kindness. I think that's where it gets confused. Being a kind human being is a choice because you feel it's in your heart, right? Treat others how you would like to be treated. Do unto others as you will done unto you. However you want to say it, however you want to play it. That's the basics. But that's not manhood and masculinity, which is why nice guys finish last. A lot of content on my channels about the nice guy, paradigm, trap. But I'm not about the red pill rage. I'm all about learning, becoming aware. The most important piece, understanding feminine nature so that you win. Now, behind that safe, all right, so how the fuck are you safe, but not a nice guy? Okay, kindness, take that part out. But a woman will still say she wants safety. I'm going to translate that another way. Women want security. I'm going to translate that another way and make sure that you don't hear this. Women want your resourcefulness. Best defined, shout out, Tony Robbins. Your resourcefulness. Make $1 out of 15 cents. Your hustle. Zombie apocalypse, we're going to survive. You're going to make it. Maybe you can't start a fire with your bare hands. Maybe you can't survive in naked and afraid for 30 days. But the resourcefulness to figure out whatever the situation is. So that security, she feels safe to relax. And not even speaking to women, because you got a piece of this too. Your divine feminine energy wants to relax, keep its feet up. We're not in that conversation here for you and your feminine. I'll get to the self-care talk for y'all some other time. But for her to kick her feet up, for you to get the feminine woman that's not around with the modern times, the work and everything that you've got to do to create that space, not for her. If you're here, MGM, mature, grounded, masculine man, looking at my content, looking to have feminine women in your life, then yes, you, inside of your North Star, your design of life, what your mature, grounded path says it looks like. With you at the lead of that ship, there's space for the feminine in your life. Women, children, family, loved ones. Within your village, covered, protected by your resourcefulness. You may not be the richest, you may not be the smartest, you may not be the biggest, you may not be the fastest, but we're going to make it do what it do. Resourcefulness. She wants to feel secure. When she knows that a competent leader has the wheel, she feels secure to kick her feet up, to let her hair down. Or maybe she's tying her hair up to do some other things while you kick your feet up. But you get what I'm saying. You hold it down in this position. The natural order of things works in that way. That's what she's looking for. When she wants you to be safe, that's why, naturally, they are liking taller. And it ain't about literally your height, stance. What do you say? It ain't the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. Like, quite literally. So to my short kings, hold it down, real talk. And again, your masculine expression. What I always say, fellas, you get grounded in your mature, grounded masculine energy. Black card on deck, Bezos Bucks. Have you seen how Elon and Bezos is looking? Before the money, mind you. You know, they're not exactly the flyest guys. But that MGM changing the world, sending dick rockets into space, all kinds of shit going down. They're in their own world. Can't knock them. So to that, in your world, let me stop playing around. That's what she means when she means safe. So we're already making great progress. We broke down the nice guy trap. Oh, safe. Okay, I can be nice. You hear it in my voice even. Yeah, I can high pitch, tone. Nah, changing completely who you are for them. Not that kind of safe. Because I get it, fellas. Out in society nowadays, being our rawest essence, being masculine, mature, grounded masculine men, that triggers some people. Can you believe it? So it's not exactly safe. We don't have spaces to be men, and we don't have representation of healthy, mature, grounded masculine energy. Hence my work. You're welcome, and thank you for the opportunity to contribute. So it can be very confusing to hear, oh, she wants to feel safe. And I'll tell you another reason why, if you want to get deep into it, fellas, we've gone our whole life, at this point, I'll say, you're a grown-ass man. If you're interested in this content, I assert you're a grown-ass man. You don't walk around in life, or maybe you do, and that's why you need to be here, feeling unsafe, right? So you know I'm not exactly stacking up a tall order. And if you can take it all the way back to the primitive days, this is the picture of your feminine, of your woman, what they want. Stop listening to the programming, media, propaganda. Equal, yes, but fucking different. Built different, not the same. If we move past that, we can accept that safety for them is just having a confident, competent, capable man around. And sometimes with the feminine nature of manipulation, where they say beta providers, just anybody will do. In the same way, some men will just want a warm hole to put it in. Is the same way some women will want a warm body to hide behind. It's secure, it's safer. Maybe they still got to run the ship, but they at least know he may not be able to fight nobody or take nobody down, but he's at least big enough for me to hide behind that we're good. This is just truth and facts of it, fellas. So that's how we get lost in the context of the generic, blanketed, safe. Any guy, any male can give her safety. What her feminine wants is the security of a mature, grounded, masculine man. A motherfucker who's been walking through the world looking everybody in their eye because he's a human being. He's a man. I ain't scared of another man. What the fuck I look like? She doesn't get to walk through life like that. That's the deeper level to appreciate, fellas. This is your value. This is your resourcefulness. This is what you bring to the table just by breathing and walking the fucking earth as a man. And when you bring that to the table with that understanding, this is your value. This is what the table is built on, the pillar. You bring the table, she can bring the plate, fix a meal, and we can have a family dinner. All this 50-50 nonsense and all these things. We're equal, but not the fucking same, different. So when you bring that safety for her, by being as a good human being, as a mature, grounded, masculine man, you got to provide for others. So there is kindness to that. Treat unto others. We got the golden rule part. But the safe part is not tuck your dick away. The safe part is not, and I get why, post-Me Too movement, modern feminism, all the conversations that are out there. The thing is, are you afraid of a couple little ladies? That's what we got to face, fellas. I point no fingers, no shame, no blame. The fact of the matter is, they're just women. Even sexually, as mass, at large, most men are intimidated by that. But socially, every aspect of it, they are just women. When we are not so afraid of honoring our masculine, and that is why I shine this light, brothers. When we're not afraid to be men and represent what men can truly be, and for my eyes and vision, I assert what mature, grounded, masculine men are for society. It's a badge of honor. You can walk around like a fucking knight because you hold shit up. You're a pillar of society, of the community. You're a good, upstanding person. You're a fucking human being that deserves to breathe. You're a man. There's value to that shit. That's all we've lost sight of. And when we step up, live our lives, and take a lead like that, lead a life worth living, worth following, put all this shit in order, so much easier. Let's get to that last part, because I've been dancing around it. We haven't seen it. Men need to be safe. I think I've made that clear. How can you be safe in modern society as a mature, grounded, masculine man? Have some kindness. Be a fucking man about yourself. And hold it down, letting her feel safe, letting her relax into her feminine. The right, qualified, worthy woman, fellas. That's not just another warm body, a hole to put it in. I hope you didn't get lost in that part. But stick with me. You also need to be dangerous. Now this comes to the excitement. This comes to the more primitive shit. This comes to what's interesting, and it kind of steps into the world of masculine. Now, that one guy said the big warm body she can hide behind makes her feel safe. Maybe not secure, but safe, right? He's around. Dangerous. I've talked about that. You see, males fall in line. Males can work a job, earn money, get a woman, have a family, buy a house, do all the things. And that's why the washed, muted, everyone's the same fluidity. Males, yeah, fits right in. But a man's dangerous. A man can shake some shit up in society. Dick rockets going off into space. I don't know if they look like dick rockets anymore, but I do know the first ones. I just heard about Katy Perry's thing going up there. Gail and somebody else. That's from masculine. That's from a vision of something. A man is at the head of that. Masculine energy is at the head of that. I think. Don't tell me a CEO. I just know Bezos and Elon. All right. Anyway, point being, dangerous. What do I mean by dangerous? Now, it's not just the sexual attraction that comes up with the Chads, Pookies, Ray Rays. The danger is not under control. Shout out to my brother Vidal out there. Sovereign. Standing on your own authority as a man in the world. What your expression of masculinity is. That's some dangerous shit. That's something that comes into the space not to be fucked with. That's something to put some respect on their name. And from a feminine-centric society that is all about peace, community, and I don't mean those as negative things. However, raw masculine essence doesn't have a place in that society. There's no more battles on every corner. There's no more dangerous situations lurking, which is where all these masculine, unrefined skills and values that we honor still amongst men, because we understand how valuable they have always been for the history of fucking ever, and there's no space for it, so it's easily misunderstood. But that's some dangerous shit. That's where rebellions and wars start, where if we're not happy, we will shake some shit up. There is no we. Just want to be clear on that. That's not established. I'm not a part of anything. I'm speaking to why society, people can see men, masculine men, immature masculine definitely, mature grounded masculine men in control of their feelings, thinking about the best interests, like I said, pillars of society, dangerous, like the world may change, you know, curing some diseases, not following the rules, bending and therefore making other rules. There's toxic and shadow to everything in life. But I hope what I stand on and what you can hear, the danger in masculinity that women are turned on by. Why? Because take it back to that primitive part I was talking about. The dangerous one is also what made a woman feel safe in an environment where a not dangerous man gets fucking killed, and then the women and children get either killed or raped. So just program, right? Genetically, it's in there that not just that you're bad, or I'm sorry, not just that you're big, but you are dangerous. Because if the other men, which for human beings would be the threats, if other men don't see you as dangerous, and dangerous can also be a sense of power, right? Respect, danger. But if you're a pushover, if you're a nice guy, if you have no masculine grounding, and this, tying it back into game, not just the attraction, this is where her test. Well, respect equates to danger. How much does she need to respect you? If she crosses your boundaries, do you cave? Do you bend? Do you yield because of scarcity, because you need pussy, because it's whatever. You're soft, you're weak. These are all things that indicate danger. These are all things that indicate power. These are all things that indicate respect, which are all things that make a woman and or feminine energy feel safe and secure enough to kick their feet up and let their hair down. When I say, as the title of this video, and yes, if you gotta go somewhere else, passport bros, whatever the case, wherever you find that, it's still gonna be the same dance. It may be a little easier. It may have a handicap, it may have a learning curve to different cultures. It's all a different path. Live yours. Again, masculine men, that's your choice as a man. But the context being, you step into this arena, if you're gonna play this game, you know you gotta understand the other side. They're looking for safety and they're looking for dangers. And I wanna clear this shit up. YouTube, don't give me errors. You already messed up last week's videos. I want you to understand, in today's day and age, for modern men in Western culture, what it means to be safe for women, what they want, and dangerous for women, what they need and are attracted to and respond to. Why it doesn't make sense logically from our thinking that they go for the men who don't have the value, who don't have the skill set, who can't provide, who can't do all these things, because there's a sense of danger. One, that's something to feel. That's also the natural thing. There didn't have to be all these other provisions and things. When you can make them feel your danger, if he's dangerous, then we are safe. I'm with him. It's just that simple. I mean, we're men. We're logical, pragmatic, straightforward. I don't have to go too in depth. But literally, if you understand this principle, it's all about that MGM. It's all grounded in yourself. When you can do that, when you can be that. So I want to get in the water and swim with these kind of conversations for you fellas. Because a concept of safe, which honestly is the danger for that man, going around in today's day and age with a generic, oh, got to keep it safe. Don't want to be a hunter or predator. Or don't want to be a man out here. Let me just keep it nice, friendly, soft, male, safe, welcoming, and inviting. That's not what she wants. She wants the safety of that motherfucker can be dangerous if he needs to be. But if push come to shove, he's the one doing the pushing and shoving. Because she gets to sit behind that, the back, the feminine, that masculine puts on their backs to go to war, the bloodshed, the everything for forever. Shit still works the same. Men don't have to be the same type of men anymore, so it's not as obvious. But when those signs are there, which is what they are feeling their way through. So fellas, if these first things, female nature, it's in the feeling. They're not thinking through the shit, but if they feel this way, if you can make them feel safe because you're constant, you're mature, you're grounded, and you're dangerous as a masculine man, which is respected, powerful, can shake some shit up, people ain't gonna fuck with you. Oh, all day. That's why you can be toxic. I'm not telling you to be. I'm saying that's why they have chosen unhealthy choices, toxic choices, because it feels, let alone attachment strategies, love languages, and any other layers of things you can unpack. But when it comes to this, why the nice guy? Why the safe guy? Why is there a conversation for ballers, elite individuals, men of status that we know and respect, that they consider corny? Because he's safe. Speaking of Michael B. Jordan, shout out to the guy. Much respect. Been following his career for a while. in the tap. Why is this ongoing conversation? Cat got the health, the money, the looks, the power, incredible individual, powerful in what he's doing out there in the world. And there's conversations for that being corny. Now, I don't know if that's all just YouTube titles. I ain't got time to do all the research. But that's what's out there. Why? Because it doesn't matter what level you're at. You play the game of what the propaganda says. You play it safe. That's exactly what you get. You be dangerous. She's getting knocked down, cheeks clapping by somebody in somebody else's basement, in their car, bathroom at the bar. I mean, it really don't matter because there's a sense of danger. She felt something. Don't make it wrong. Just understand the game. It's female nature. So, fellas, I had a quick one for you, but such a deep one, layered one for you to pull back, understand, dissect for yourself. That's really it. Now, if this enticed you, if this got you interested, drop your comments down below. DM directly with any of your questions. Head over to the store. If you want to understand this masculine feminine energy inside of your sex, dating, relationships, if you want to make it all just easy and flow in the way it naturally goes, head over, pick up a copy of my book, absolutely free, Deep Dive into the Divine. Now, if you want to know about the dating, maintaining, attracting, and actually managing to keep women in your life and all the tools and things that they're going to be looking for, your cheat sheet, code book, if you will, the dance, go check that out. That's at the store as well. In the meantime, fellas, I'm going to be right here. I've been going so hard, recording videos all day, going live all day. It's the last one. I'm going to go ahead and clock out. I'm going to be right here, though. Wish you the best, only success, being the best version of myself. One could say beyond empowered. In the meantime, y'all miss that? Question is, fellas, who are you going to be? Peace.